How's it going, guys? I'm Will. This is my business partner, Ryan. If you guys just have a minute of your time, we really kind of want to talk to you about two important lessons that have really kind of changed the trajectory of our lives. And the first is investing, and the second is mentorship. So I think with investing, the most important factor is time. And I keep saying this to every single person I know and everyone that's around me. Just get started with whatever it is. If it's short-term rentals with what we're doing right here, or if it's index funds, or uh, you know like coins, who knows?
Yep.
But like just getting started, because then you're going to start realizing that compounding interest, something that Warren Buffett absolutely loves, is absolutely huge when it comes to long-term wealth. I mean, 90% of all millionaires in the U.S. created their wealth in real estate. So if that's not an extremely important factor, I really don't know what is.
Yeah.
Um,
And just I think really
yeah,
going in and when it comes to investing in yourself is investing in the right people,
yeah,
investing your time and energy with the
yeah.
people who are wanting your best interests and kind of
Yep.
have the same goals in mind
That
with
add to
you.
your life and not subtract from it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
making sure that who you're listening to on an everyday basis is guiding you to success, or at least helping you create some sort of path
Yeah.
that you want to create in the near future, because it's not going to
Like
happen overnight.
that too. And I mean, like what you're listening to as well is so huge. I mean, like my dad is a really good example. Like he was utterly, I took him out to breakfast this morning because we were like, all right, it's a Sunday, might as well. And he kept nonstop talking about politics and the news and everything going on. And I'm like, Dad, why the hell are you listening to
Yep.
that garbage? Like there's literally nothing beneficial that
Yep.
could do to your life. And it just brings so much negativity into it, and it's extremely hard to make money when you're negative.
Yeah.
So just no one wants to buy anything from that person.
And I think that just goes
Um,
hand in hand with our second point.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, mentorship is one of the biggest factors on why we're successful today. I mean, there's always been someone that's bigger than us or at a much larger stage than us that have kind of shown us the ropes.
Mhm.
In the areas where they've made mistakes in, or where they've almost lost their entire company in a matter of days, and then literally have told us, when you see this problem come up, don't do what I did. you know.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and it's really simple. I mean, from a standpoint with my family and dealing with tenants. I mean, like there's a story where my dad almost got into a lawsuit because he came to the unit himself, and he was the owner. And he managed the multifamily building as well. And there was a problem with one of the tenants, so he decided to come to the unit, himself, and not have any evidence, any other witnesses, anything like that with him. And this guy made up this huge long story about how he assaulted him or whatever it is. And then next thing I know my dad's in this legal battle over something that didn't even happen. You know what I mean? So it's just having someone that can help you, show you the ropes, and just saying like, hey, if you're going to do this or you have this problem come up, try this avenue, because here's the reason why. And that's just from a problem perspective, but from a making money perspective, there are so many ways that you can pivot what you're currently doing, like small little tweaks. Like putting your, if you want to get into real estate and you're in it for the long haul, putting your real estate company inside of a trust
Mhm.
is so important, because then every single conversion that you do, especially if you're into flipping, you're not going to be subject to short-term capital gains tax because it's in a trust. It's shielded from the IRS. So, I mean, you're going to be compounding on your money so much faster than if you were to do it outside of an LLC or outside of a trust fund and then just a regular LLC. But yeah, and there's 8 million things that we could go into. Do you want to kind of
Yeah, I
hit
think
on
just the
like your
biggest thing,
mentors in your
yeah,
life?
just from the mentorship sort of basis is
I
just,
think Chris has been
yeah,
huge.
I
I
mean,
mean,
there's been a lot just from childhood to where we are today, and we still have mentorships who
mhm.
are helping us create what we want. And it's just getting in front of the right people or learning from the people that you want to be like, I think has been
Yeah.
our biggest success.
Hmm.
And there's multiple different factors when it comes to finances, when it comes to the whole real estate, when it comes to, hell, Bitcoin or whatever that
Yeah.
is. There's someone that's perfecting the game, And that's who you want to get in front of. And that's why
Who's
we're
also been
here.
in your shoes as well.
Yeah,
I
and I
mean,
think
that's so
that's why
important.
we're here. Is the
Yeah.
biggest thing is we want to help you guys out on exactly what real estate and short-term rentals has and what it's
Yeah,
done for
because
us.
it's literally so hard to go at it alone. I mean, you're facing every single thing that's difficult about entrepreneurship, and you have the added factor of you're in it all alone. You don't have anyone to look up to that's showing you the ropes or the way to go about it. And there's so many things, guys, that are not on the internet because you physically have to pay someone to figure it out.
Yep.
Like there's so many things that I've learned just in the past 2 years that I physically had to pay someone to tell me because it wasn't in their advantage or anyone advantage that knows those things to tell other people because they would just negate the benefits of it because
Exactly.
everyone would figure it out.
Yep.
Like you see that a lot with Instagram, where the tactics to grow an Instagram were amazing 2 years ago, and now they're completely redundant. Like they don't even matter at all, or they in some cases actually hurt your account, just because it's supply and demand. So it's the same concept when it comes to marketing your short-term rental or IRS shields or whatever it is. I mean, there's 8 million things that are just a little bit covered up, that's out there to learn.
Exactly.
So I think going forward, what we're really urging you to do is just get started, moving your life forward. And I'm not even sure we're pricing this course at right
Yeah.
now, but I mean, it is probably nothing compared to how much money you can make if you actually show up and do the work.
Yeah.
I mean, we will guarantee you that if you fail, it isn't because of what we're telling isn't working. It's because of an external factor, or you just didn't apply it.
The necessary actions
Yeah,
that you're just not
exactly.
simply
I
taking.
mean, that's just life. And we're going to give you literally everything that we possibly can to get you there and meet with you every single week until you're there.
Exactly.
So it's up to you. It's a matter of, do you really want to have a 1% life, or do you want to kind of just
Be like the other
check in, yeah,
99%
and be
people out
like
there.
everyone else, who's waking up every single day at 8 a.m. and going to work for someone who doesn't even know their name.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I'm
We
just
hope that you,
rambling,
yeah, and we hope that
But
you guys got this far, and
yeah,
we look forward to
seriously.
seeing you guys on the next page.
Yep.